Hello and welcome to Mangatory 96, and today we're going to talk about Overlord. Today's topic will be the head butler of Nazarick, who is also by far the nicest to humanity out of all the denizens of Nazarick. A title that at first glance sounds nice, but it loses all meaning if you consider his competition for it. In addition, I will also cover Ainz's masterpiece. At first glance he may look like the opposite of Ainz, but when he is pressed to the wall, there is no one more similar to Ainz in the whole world. I'm of course talking about Sebas, Tian and Pandora's actor. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as I will be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you're going to read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with who Sebas is. Sebastian is the head butler of the Great Tomb of Nazarick, with 7 manservants and other butlers under his command. He was created by Touchme. He is also the leader of the Pleiades 6 stars. Although he is not one of the floor guardians, his power closely rivals theirs. In a way, he is independent of their chain of command. He originally served as Nazarick's last line of defense alongside the Pleiades on the 9th floor to give time to the guild Ainz to prepare for the final stand in the throne room. Like his creator Touchme, Sebas has a great deal of personal justice. Unlike many other denizens in Nazarick, he does not completely despise humans or see them as inferior creatures. Instead, he believes that some humans are good people and it is duty of the strong to protect the weak. However, humans with an ugly nature disgust him and he will not hesitate to kill anyone who dares to oppose Nazarick. He also tends to question his own actions, whether it was right or wrong of him to do the contrary to his master's order. Not sure why he does it, Sebas does believe that Touchme's will is what encouragingly motivates him to act the way he does, that it conflicts with the will of his current master. Although he is stoic in nature, the thought of being executed as a traitor to his master terrifies him the most. He gets extremely nervous whenever his loyalty to Ainz is called into question. When encountering humans who are not purely motivated by personal gain, Sebas believes this is the reason why he cannot bring himself to hate humanity. He believes that it is wrong to cast out a pitiable existence simply due to the possibility of risk. Because of the conflict in his personality mirroring Touchme like they mirrored to Ulbert, the two NPCs do not appear to get along very well with each other, as their characteristics are polar opposites. According to the author Maruyama, the reason behind why Sebas has quite a decent personality is due to the having any settings written by his creator at all. He even noted largely that because he is a blank slate character, the number 1 NPC most influenced by their creator was particularly Sebas. He is kind and friendly towards humans. Sebas acts heroic in what he does, looking and wanting to help as many people around him as he can. If he sees someone in trouble, he will go out of his way to lend a hand until it is done from start to end. He admits himself to being sympathetic to whoever is in a bad situation, choosing to stop by and save them from harm without hesitation, despite having to face other conflicts of his own along the way. He also delays his duties and missions a little longer to take care of lesser important matters like those first. Nevertheless, Sebas has no intention of saving those who only pray for others to extend a helping hand. However, he will go forth to help anyone like Tuare out in their hour of need if they are struggling and striving to live. As for his past, Sebastian was created as a butler by Touchme. He and the Pleiades served as a last line of defense against intruders, holding them off for as long as possible. However, because he was unlikely able to stand against enemy players who managed to come this far, his only real purpose was to distract the invaders until the guild members of Ainz were fully able and prepared for their final stand in the throne room. Also, Sebas does not seem to hold as much malice and hate towards outsiders like humans as his fellow Nazarick denizens. Unlike most residents of the tomb, Sebas harbors doubts about their thought process where everything which does not belong to Nazarick is an inferior life form, and other than a rare few exceptions, humans and demi-humans are weaklings that must be trampled. Rather than follow this creed, Sebas operates by his creator's credo that those who do not save the weak cannot call themselves strong. Where, after meeting wretched individuals like Zah, he starts to feel that there might be some truth to what the Nazarick denizens say after all. When on a recognition mission with Solution, Sebas does not allow her to capture any humans during their journey, except the ones who try to ambush them. Inari instead, while gathering information, usually pays a visit to the Adventure Guild every morning and records all the requests and the notice board in his notebook before the adventurers can take them. Along the way, at some point, he also pays several visits to the Magician Guild to purchase low-tier magic scrolls every now and then. He has committed all the information he obtains in the royal capital, even street gossip, to paper before sending it to Nazarick as reports. According to him himself, he is primarily responsible for the intelligence gathering duty rather than Solution. Currently, after the founding of the Sorcerer Kingdom, Sebas' duty and mission has been relocated to Irantal at the moment under Ainz's order. As for his relationship with Ainz, as the head butler, Sebas has been assigned to attend to Ainz's needs and is always at his side when he is not on a mission. He is extremely loyal to Ainz as he is the last of the supreme beings, to the point where he would kill Taure without hesitation if Ainz ordered him to do. Despite this, Sebas sometimes calls Ainz when he goes out on his own. As for his relationship with his creator, Touch Me is the creator of Sebas, and like the other created NPCs, Sebas is extremely loyal to his creator. It was also stated that if he had to pledge his loyalty to only one among the 41 supreme beings, Sebas would choose Touch Me without hesitation. After the transfer of Nazarick to the New World, he has acquired a lot of similar traits as his creator, likely due to his being a blank slate with no backstory programmed by Touch Me. He tries to live up to his creator's honor and show kindness to those less powerful than him. Moving on to Pandora. Pandora's actor is an area guardian of the treasury and the financial manager of Nazarick. He is responsible for the upkeep of Nazarick and Ainz Sulgon. He was created by Momonga himself. Pandora's actor is an egghead whose behavior is always over-exaggerated, which Ainz sees as humiliation to his own past. Where, while Pandora is over the top, he can also be extremely practical. In addition to that, he is outspoken and self-reflective enough about his actions as his master's body double may hurt the reputation of Ainz in the face of his foes. He admits that going overboard with his acting performance and is critical of his own transgression for it. When fighting Rico Angenia, who has a mysterious power unknown to him, he possesses a similar way of thinking like his creator, including how to carefully approach the battle against it in a way that suits Ainz's objective. Even when Pandora's actor is in a death battle for his life, the level-headed shapeshifter remains cool, calm and collected despite feeling trapped by the enemy's power. It gets to the point that he is not the least bit afraid of carrying his experiment out in the open fiercely while the battle is still happening. He will even put up a facade, maintaining it calculatedly for however long he needs to get the enemy's reaction. He is very diligent and attentive to details while carrying out his role as a doppelganger under Ainz's order, paying close attention to not only what his enemies say and do, but his surrounding as well. Unlike the other NPCs who willingly obey Ainz's every order without question, Pandora's actor is an exception. He is willing to question his creator's order if needed, clarifying his duties and giving suggestions whenever possible. Thus, despite his personality, he can be the perfect executioner of all his creator's tasks without misunderstanding his intention. In that regard, he is able to deeply grasp and understand the extent of his creator's ways and motivation of achieving victory without seeing one's defeat as a loss but a win. Due to his flexible ability as a doppelganger, he is a shrewd person in every way possible, such as adapting the duties in and out of Nazarick. Like the other inhabitants of Nazarick, Pandora's actor is loyal to the 41 supreme beings, where he is completely devoted to Ainz, his creator, and will even fight the other guild members if ordered to. He is a boastful individual, willing to go out of his way and brag about his awesomeness of his creator's masterful intellect and foresight. Nonetheless, he is capable of showing restraint if needed be, for the sake of not disrespecting about his master Ainz when in the presence of other fellow NPCs like himself. He also shares a similar fondness with his creator in finding and obtaining new items of unknown origin, much to his delight and excitement. As for his past, Pandora's actor was created by Momonga himself during his Chichibuyo phase. The reason Momonga created Pandora's actor was neither for the sake of battle nor for business. Instead, it was for the main purpose of preserving the identity of Ainz Ulgon, leaving behind the images of his guild members. His backstory made note of how he happens to have a liking for managing magic items as his hobby. It was Momonga's original intent to design Pandora's actor in such a way so he will not find it strange to be alone in the treasury, making him believe his position as a treasurer was a heavenly job. However, for some reason his obsession for cataloging items seems to have reached the level of a fetish. In the web novel When the Treasury, under his creator Ainz's order, he would not only perform experiments with several magic items, but conduct tests on various magic and spells as well. This was done in order to differentiate the scaling of magic power, using it to find noticeable differences that aren't unique to Yggdrasil after Nazarick's arrival in the New World. After his relationship with Ainz Ulgon, previously known as Momonga, is Pandora's actor creator. Pandora's actor's loyalty to his maker supersedes any loyalty given to the other supreme beings. Due to his familiarity with his creator, he does not shy away from expressing his own opinions and criticism towards Ainz's plans and orders, unlike the other NPCs in Nazarick. Later on, Ainz begins to grow more attached to his creation and later acknowledge him as his own son and allows him to call him father, but this special treatment is meant to be kept a secret from the other floor guardians. Ainz in turn has placed explicit trust in Pandora's actor and frequently assigns him missions that primarily involves him acting as a body double for either Ainz in his Overlord form or in his Momon form. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on Sebas and Pandora. And that'll be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.